Hey, this is Avli speaking, doing a One Piece chapter review, and chapter is 1038. Kid and Law versus Big Mom. So I guess this is gonna be a Big Mom chapter, and the cover page is pretty interesting because Niji and Yonji have been captured. So that means they left them behind, and they're in that book place. Supposedly it has like infinite space. It's like a pocket dimension where Big Mom has all her collection, and we see like stats written on the side, and they're pinned down with a nail. So, and we see oven, top 5. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. That means they were left behind. I wonder if they're gonna go rescue them. This might be an interesting cover page story. And we start off not where we left off. And Fukurokuju and Raizo, they're burning alive, and pretty much is a endurance test who burns alive first. But Raizo seems to be having it harder. But Fukurokuju is already on fire too, so or we'll both die. So we'll see what happens. And people are burning alive, and Jinbei comes in. And Jinbei makes a hint that people are going to be burned alive, and he's looking at enemy soldiers and regular soldiers. So I'm like, why do you care about the enemy soldiers? Then again, there's never death in this show. So we'll see where that goes. Chopper returns back to his normal form, and he appears to be concerned about Zoro's well-being. I'm going to find out why in a couple minutes. So what's happening here is that he's going back to the hardcore drugs that Zoro took, and now he's gonna suffer some side effects, some withdrawal symptoms, and Chopper knows it's not gonna be good for Zoro. And then we go back to Zoro, and then we see Zoro is suffering the withdrawal symptoms, and he is straight up hallucinating. And he states, "Who the hell are you? What's going on with my body? Won't move. No, stop it. Don't do it." And we see death itself with its sight, and we see like the area around him has mystified. So I think Zoro's hallucinating, and that's what's happening. Because you see the area around him, there's like these swirls of like mystifying stuff. And Death is about to bring down the sight, and Zoro is going to die. And we also see Frankie is actually close, so he might reach him first. And for some reason, stupid Zoro, how far did he go? So he's worried about Zoro for some reason. So his danger signals are triggering. Now the question is here: is this a new plot point, or what's going on here? Is this death itself, or is this like, I'm pondering? I think Zoro's hallucinating, and this is Baroque, and he's trying to reach down to help Zoro, and Zoro's like hallucinating. This might turn out to be a gag, or it might turn out to be a very serious thing. Because I don't know how would this theme fit in One Piece. That means the actual god of death, actually exists in the world. He's a tangible being. So I don't think Oda's going that far with this. So I think it's Baroque and Zoro's hallucinating. So this is gonna be hilarious. Probably hilarious, hopefully, or maybe it's gonna turn out to be some super serious plot point. Who knows? Next chapter we'll find out. Maybe we'll find out. And we see that more soldiers. Then Izo drops down, drip drip blood. She's been wounded. She says she underestimated the soldiers. And then we get Cypher Paul versus Izo, and Cypher Paul should steamroll Izo at this point, because not only does Oda highlights that Izo is nerfed. She is wait, she or he? I'm good. Well, he's wounded. It's his sister who identifies as a girl. So Izo's never stated he identifies as a girl. So I think, I'm not sure, not positive. Anyway, he's wounded, and pretty much, well, Cypher is trying to cut some slack, and they got other priorities, and they want to pretend they never saw each other. And what's interesting here is that even though this is kind of looking like a fight, this the Izo, well, she does cock her gun, so it does like click. So maybe it is a fight, because he says no, Cypher Pole, don't go yet. So either is this gonna be a fight, or Izo's gonna ask him some questions, try to get some info, one or two. Because at this point, I don't see Izo defeating them, especially because she's wounded, or he's wounded. I'm doing that again. I'm confusing him with his brother, Kiko. So we'll see where this goes. This is another play point, but we saw that with Drake it didn't go so good. So, but then again, where's Marco? Marco should be around. I do not see Cyberfall defeating Marco. There's no way in hell they're that good. And then we go back to Best Girl, Yamato. And she actually does make it. And this is kind of hilarious. Oda, this is this is a gag. This is like something you show up in a video game. Like, they're actually bombs. They're like gigantic bombs with the fuse and everything. They're giant. Oh my god, that's so hilarious. And we actually see a box with the radiation symbol on it. There was that a tactical nuke? What's going on? But we do see some cannons in the background. So I wonder what shoots these. Then again, I'm thinking right now, Kaido's pretty massive, so I'm thinking that Kaido could probably just light the fuse at one of these and just throw it with his bare hands. That's what I'm thinking, so that might be what's happening. Or one of the numbers can actually just grab it on a hand size and just throw it. And Yamato does a Namuji Glacier Fang. She freezes the bombs, which, interestingly enough, apparently this Spectre thing can't melt the ice. That's pretty cool. So I guess just like Marco the Phoenix, his flames is special, I guess Yamato's ice is also special. It's not like ordinary ice. There's some unique properties to it. And we also, I'm interested in what these box things are. We have the radiation thing, eh? Going on here. And Yamato, Morbo, Maruwara, whatever that is, she attacks him. So I guess he felt that. The Spectre actually felt that. And Yamato gets hit by some sort of fire, the Spectre fire. But then again, we also see the Cypher poles get like engulfed in him, and they came out relatively flat. And we see all that beautiful side action with Yamato. I'm really hoping she joins the crew. And then we go back to what I was hoping to be the main the entirety of the chapter, but apparently it's not. It's just like 4 pages, 5 pages. So we go back, Big Mom and Big Mom, Kaido, Kid, and Law, and they have been defeated. And their henchmen, Law's and Kid's henchmen, are begging for mercy. So looking bad for them. Big Mom shuts them up, telling them to shut up. This is the battlefield. God of Lightning Tenjin. Oh, so she can actually use that. I thought that was a Zeus thing only. So Big Mom losing Zeus is not a nerf. That's what Oda's, I guess, saying. Silence runs. This is a battlefield. Exactly. Why are you asking for mercy in a battlefield? So she shuts him up, and she says, "I've yet to hear a roar of victory from Kaido up above." There, playing party. So Big Mom does state she's getting tired. So she is getting exhausted. So Big Mom is getting exhausted. So that is an interesting thing. She's about to hit there, but Law does his awakening in Kurum. So Big Mom is claiming victory too soon. And the sword just not only stretches but pierces Big Mom through the cheek. But then again, this does not just through the cheek, through the hand too. But then again, Big Mom's law stated that doesn't do any damage. They think Big Mom's dead. Shock Willie. So Big Mom actually screams and coughs some blood up. So I guess this is an internal damage here. He's bypassing her defense with her ability. And Big Mom actually does fall. Then just, and the beams, the stuff she gave sentience to, begin to attack Law. But not before Kid uses his magnetism to forge him into. And Big Mom is actually surprised that Kid's still standing, which I am too. And I guess Kid does some sort of bull mecha. No, it's an actual bull here. Like it has. Where do you get the skeleton face from? But it's an actual bull. Carter done up there too. Even water droplets can carve stone, given enough time. Single thing, world that totally impervious to damage. Shanks might prove you wrong. So he's stating there isn't a single thing that's impervious to damage, and I'm thinking Shanks could prove no, he has his hand chopped off, so maybe not. Yeah, he's probably right. So kudos to Kid. Punk Corn Dio. So he bull charges Big Mom. And apparently the father stating that this bull form is bigger than Big Mom, than her giant form. Huh. I'd rather die than let you go to the rooftop. And this to me is stating that they've changed their agenda. They're no longer interested in beating her. They're buying time. Because they're saying I'd rather die than let you go to the rooftop. So that's interesting. So they don't see themselves beating Big Mom? So I'm really interested where this is gonna go. I wonder if this is gonna be wrapped up relatively soon. In the next chapter, we get an actual complete battle in the epicenter. But then again, I don't think so, because defeating Big Mom is an actual really big deal. So I think we're gonna skip to something else, which is probably Hiyori and the insufferable Orochi, or maybe Raizo and Fukurokuju. That, which I have no interest in. And the other thing is Robin and Cypher Paul Zero, or because I pretty see Izo getting off screen like annihilated. Like he's not even a challenge. So I'm interested what Chopper's gonna do. And then we have the Zoro plot boy now. And what is Nami and Baroque Usopp doing? Because they're relatively not that hurt. And then Frankie's headed to Zoro, so we'll see where this goes. So this is a great chapter. The cover page is also very interesting. I'm interested where this story synopsis goes. This could be hinting to a future invasion of Whole Cake Island to rescue Niji and Yonji. But then again, this is Judge Dredd we're talking about, so he might have just sacrificed them. So we'll see where this goes. The Big Mom fight, interesting, very unique. It seems they're exploiting their devil fruits to beat her, because none of them have King's Hockey infusing the attacks. But it's stated that Kid has King's Hockey. Law is unknown. So we'll see where this goes. Very interesting fight. Thank you for watching. Peace out and have a nice day.